Two nuclear superpowers have their militaries at the ready. Skirmishes in 2020 left 24 of their soldiers dead, but India and China didn't always have such a poor relationship. In this video, I will explain why the relationship soured and the root cause of the border crisis today. In the aftermath of Mao Zedong's Cultural Revolution, India was one of the first countries to recognise the People's Republic of China. However, they were still weary of Chinese domination of the region, and they felt that their fears were confirmed when China took control of neighbouring Tibet in 1959. The Tibetans revolted but were quickly put down by the Chinese military. Following China's conquest, India gave refuge to the Dalai Lama, the spiritual leader of the Tibetan Buddhists. This enraged the Chinese leadership, who accused India of colluding with the USA to hinder the Chinese project. This began the downfall of India's relationship with China, and things have only gotten worse with China's implementation of their Belt and Road Initiative, with China building infrastructure in the region of Kashmir in Pakistan, which India claims has been illegally annexed. Ever since, India has boycotted the Belt and Road Initiative and has sought closer ties with the West to limit its dependence on China's industry. The disputed regions are almost completely uninhabited. There are two main regions which are under dispute: Aksai-Chin in the northwest and the Arunachal Pradest in the east. The border at the Arunachal Pradesh was defined by the McMahon line. The McMahon line traverses the Himalayas and was drawn up in 1914 by British India and agreed upon by Tibet. However, China claims that Tibet was not an independent sovereign government at the time of negotiation, thereby invalidating the accord. The second region, Aksai-Chin, is in the northwest, and it's a little more complicated. The area was marked up by the Ardo-Johnson line during the British control of India. However, the area was uninhabited, and British India never made any efforts to control the territory on the ground. Following India's independence from Britain, India established the Johnson Line as its official border. However, China's government never agreed to this boundary, and do not recognise it. China currently occupy the region, but India still claim it to be part of their territory. There were many attempts to negotiate peacefully, but eventually the two countries broke out into war in October 1962. Chinese troops crossed the McMahon Line, capturing mountain passes and towns. Over 1,000 Indian troops and 800 Chinese troops were killed. By November, a ceasefire was declared by the Chinese, who redrew the borders to include the captured land in Pradesh. A second war broke out in 1967, when Chinese artillery units fired upon Indian troops laying barbed wire. India retaliated, killing 340 Chinese soldiers in battle, with India losing 150 men. India slightly pushed back the Chinese line and destroyed the newly built fortifications. The border remained peaceful up until 1987, when the Indian military launched a training mission to see how fast it can move troops to the border. The Chinese commanders were taken by surprise and responded by advancing to meet the enemy at the disputed border. Both sides realised how quickly this could lead to a real war, a situation neither side wanted. As a result, both China and India have agreed not to use firearms in the border dispute, over fears of escalation between two nuclear superpowers. This was the last major upset up until last year, when in May 2020, China surprised India by deploying troops in Aksai-Chin and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. China has said that India's construction of roads and refurbishment of airfields along the border forced China to respond. However, India claimed this dispute was merely a staged distraction from the developing coronavirus pandemic and was a way to boost nationalism and party support at home. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and for more videos please subscribe to our channel and help us reach 200 subscribers.